Hello guys and welcome on Blue Hammock. Today we're going to review the Python built-in functions which are always available to the interpreter. So for example we have the all function and the any function. We can apply these to an iterable, and the difference between these two is that the first one returns true if all the elements of the iterable are true. The second one if at least one element of the iterable is true. If we define a list like this, as you may guess, all will return false. Any will return true. Some other built-in functions that we can use on iterable are the filter and map functions. In the filter function, first of all, we have to pass a function and then an iterable. And the same for the map function. How can we use these functions? Let's say that we have a list of numbers and we want to filter out only the even numbers. Naively we define a function isEven which returns true if the number is even. So now we can apply the filter function and we see that we have a filter object. A filter object we can iterate over, but if we want the list, we can simply apply the list constructor and get the filtered list. The other function is map. So let's say that we want to map a function, we want to apply a function to all the elements of the iterable. Again, let's define this function that divide by 2. So you will return the number divided by 2. Now, if we apply map, again, we get a map object. If we apply the list constructor, we have the divide by 2 function applied to all the elements of the list. Another function that operates on iterable is the zip function. The zip function takes 2 iterable and let's say that puts together their values pair by pair, returning an iterable of tuples. Let's say that we define B with the same length of A, and we zip A and B. Again, we have a zip object we can iterate over, but if we apply the list constructor, we get that the elements have been grouped together pair by pair. So now we have a list of tuples in which the first element of the tuple comes from A and the second element of the tuple comes from B. Another useful function is the enumerate function, which again operates on iterables. So let's define our iterable like A, B, and C. And let's say that we want to iterate over it, but we want also to keep track of the number of iteration we are on. We could use manually a counter, we increment at each loop, but otherwise we can use the enumerate function. So we can do like this. For I element in enumerate a, print e, and print element. So we see that in this way we get the counter of the number of iterations we are on. A function I often use to see what's inside an object is the dir function. So we can apply to any object the dir function. So let's say that we apply to A, which is a list, and it will return a list of all the attributes that it finds inside the object. The list may be not complete, so some attributes may be missing, but can give a good overview of what the possible methods are for the given object. Another very used function is the len function, which as it says gives the length of the object. So we can use it also for other kind of objects. So this one was the last for this video. It was a short introduction on Python built-in functions. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you here next time. Thank you.